vibing. I'm loving it.
Nice.
Roll it.
Friggin' what up, dude? Strider Wilson, and I'm the host of this podcast that's mine. Going to be called History is Dank. History is Dank with Strider Wilson.
Friggin' what up, dude? Welcome back to another ep of History is Dank. Dude, I'm your host, Strider Wilson, dude. We got Aaron going beast mode on the sticks, dude. What up, Aaron, dude?
What up?
Dude, chillin', dude. And we got an extra special treat. We are joined today by the hilarious, multi-talented legend. He's a triple threat of entertainment here, dude. He shreds on the guitar. He shreds in stand-up. Give it up for my bro, Jason Kaye. Welcome.
Thank you so much, man. It's an honor to be here.
Dude, honored to have you, dude. Dude, we met back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Doing sketch at the Second City here in L.A.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Right on Hollywood Boulevard, where there was, I think I witnessed a couple shootings.
There was
during some rehearsals,
multiple
outside.
times during shows that like ambulances would go by.
Yes.
And you'd have to like make a joke like, "Oh, I guess my dad's here." You know,
Yeah, exactly. Had to pull out all the saves, dude.
Yeah.
Yes. It was an old church that we were doing that in.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, I remember that.
What was the craziest TMI? We did TMI, which is basically like an SNL, like with
like
no
TMZ.
budget. Yeah.
Yeah. No budget.
No, but it was super fun. He had these crazy big casts.
Yeah.
Really fun show to do. But
you saying the craziest story?
yeah, what's one of your craziest ones that you had?
Were you in the one when Ron?
Yes, that was my story. That was what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
dude,
oh
that was
my
the
God.
one, bro.
You know what's the craziest thing to me? He had a roommate.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's my buddy Ari Manis has a hilarious joke where he's like, you have a BMW but also a roommate. Like that doesn't add up, which is really hilarious. But okay, wait, let's share this Ron Jeremy story.
Okay,
In my memory, he just got booted out for having sex in the bathroom. Like he was having sex in the bathroom.
Yeah,
which was like
at the club right near there.
Oh, so it was at the Bordners.
Yeah, I don't think it was at.
Okay, it wasn't at the little theater because the bathroom was like right next to the.
Oh, did he have sex in the?
He might have. This is how stories happen.
Though.
This is how stories happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Ron Jeremy, known bad guy.
Known, he's a bad. At the time, this was like way before.
Yes, before we knew. I mean, he was always probably this bad guy.
Yeah, it was probably rough.
But this was before it came out that he was.
Yeah, this was like 2015.
Yeah, it sounds
and
right.
that didn't come out until like 2020, something like that.
Yeah.
He has narcolepsy.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember. Like he would like kept passing out during like table reads.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't notice. Probably because he had to fuel that hog.
He did.
With so much blood.
The blood going. You completely lose consciousness.
Exactly, dude.
You know who else was there at the show? Corey Feldman.
Okay, yes.
Remember that?
Yes, dude. And then we came out and like he got on stage, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think I did a Corey Feldman impression in that show with like the shades.
Yeah,
my impression was just a hoodie and shades. Like, no, I didn't make a choice like physically, but it was spot on because he was wearing that exact.
He was wearing the exact same thing. Yeah. And like apparently he plays guitar, not well.
Oh, really?
But like I don't know if you saw the video of him. He's at like some festival and he's just like pretending to, or he's trying to rip, but he's not actually doing anything. It's just a wah pedal, which anybody can do.
Yeah, the wah.
It's just wah, but it's just going like, and he was just like, yeah, and everybody's like, yeah. I mean, like Goonies was all right.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it would be sick if he was playing a tasty lick, but you actually do shred.
Yeah.
You shred hard.
Thanks, man.
What?
Yeah, I do.
What are you doing mainly creatively now, dude, before we dive into this dank episode?
Sure, yeah. I mean, mainly now is stand-up.
Love it.
Love stand-up. It's like my favorite thing to do. Just mainly just doing that. That's the number one. And number two, I'm in a comedy metal band.
Yes, I've seen you guys.
Yeah.
I saw you guys at 3 Aces a while back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That show was awesome.
Yeah. You came to that. That was great. Yeah, man. And now we're called American Galactic.
Love
it's
it.
all like comedy rock and stuff like that. Lots of solos, like Van Halen type stuff.
Hell yeah. You guys do shred. Like, you genuinely all are good musicians. And then,
thanks,
like,
man.
it's a super fun show.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will bag on music and comedy. Not here. Not on this podcast.
No, they're very alike.
We like it. They are alike.
It's like timing, rhythm.
Correct.
Like kicking ass,
Maybe no one does bag on it. Now that I said it, I love it. Only people bag on stand-ups that have guitars. That's about it.
See, it's hard. I haven't been able to combine the two yet.
But it's also hard. Like no one should
I'm
bag
wearing
on
a
that.
Wolves of Glendale T-shirt right now.
Oh yeah.
Baby, dude, I'm doing a show.
Yeah.
Coming up. Shameless plug for myself.
Go for it.
On the 13th of March in Fullerton.
Oh, nice.
With a Tony Hawk cover band. Like they.
Oh, you mean like the songs?
Yes.
Oh,
they
no
from
way.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, they cover all the songs.
No way.
So there's a couple
Like
comics
getting
opening.
older all the time.
Dude, yeah, Goldfinger.
Yeah, Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like, I don't think I've ever been happier than dropping it, like getting home from school,
Oh yeah.
and neglecting all my homework, anything I may have made, probably didn't learn that day.
Man.
What came in one ear and went out the other, and just playing Tony Hawk, and just drinking soda,
Oh my
and
god.
playing Tony Hawk, listening
Drinking,
to that
like-
loud as fuck.
I would just like down like 3 Sierra Mists
Oh yeah, bro, yeah.
at the time.
Costco
you know?
style for sure.
Costco
yes,
style.
Yes.
I think it was Tony Hawk 3 maybe I played. Because there's like 1, 2, 3. On...
1 and 2 were big for me. I
Yeah.
played 2 on Dreamcast, which I loved.
Oh, I had Dreamcast.
Yeah, sick console.
Oh,
Honestly,
yeah.
a great console.
Had did that have Soul Calibur?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, man.
Bro, Soul Calibur was the dude. I remember the character. I think it was a character named Vegeta. Maybe not Vegeta. No, Vegeta's from something else. That's from Dragon Ball Z.
That's yeah. You talking about Voldo? No.
Voldo, bro.
Yeah.
The sexual
This
weird.
is the
Voldo.
weird like the bad guy from 7 or something
Yes,
that they got
yes.
in there, and he's like,
Dude, we would do a joke where
Yeah.
if you lost a matchup, you had to
Yeah.
play as Voldo the next time. It was like you got to be Voldo.
gotta be
dude.
Voldo. No, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with myself. It's totally fine.
Honestly, a progressive character to play as.
Very progressive.
Yes.
Yeah. No, this guy worked at a dungeon. you know?
Definitely worked at a dungeon.
100%.
Definitely was sticking things in his every orifice of his
Oh yeah.
at will. Blades.
Yeah. He had these like 3 knife
Yeah.
hands. It was kind of like
Freddy
Edward's
hands. Yeah, like Freddy.
But
yeah.
it was like 3 of them, you know? Like, you know what's weird? Totally off topic, but I was the other day I was walking by, I live in Sherman Oaks, walking by the park, and there were a bunch of people LARPing.
No way.
But they had like real like Raphael from the Ninja Turtles, like what are those, whatever those things are called.
Oh, tridents or whatever.
Size.
Like,
What are they called? Size?
Size.
really?
Yeah, size.
I love
Yeah.
that you know that. Aaron's a beast.
Damn, nice.
That's Aaron's weapon of choice, dude.
Really? Is that
no,
your
absolutely not.
Oh.
Raphael was my dude, but that weapon sucks.
Dude, you know what? We're all married
He's-
men here, and
yeah.
if you're gonna defend your bedroom, what weapon are you choosing? Golf, or either a putter
Ooh.
or a bat? What if you have a sai?
A sai? I feel a sai is most intimidating.
It is. If you broke and entered into someoone's house,
Yeah.
like we do,
Yeah.
you got to break into someone's house, go to their bedroom, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Look around, leave. If someone pulled out a sai, I'd be the most scared.
Yeah, because that takes a level of confidence
Correct.
that is like, oh,
Yeah,
you know
'cause
how to
there's-
use that?
There's no sharp edges.
He pulled out a piece of.
There's no sharp edges?
no,
He pulls out a sai.
they're ridiculous.
Wait. Are we thinking of the same thing?
Yeah.
We're thinking of the thing, right?
Like the fork, yeah.
yeah.
Those are sharp.
Those are sharp. They have to be
They're
sharp.
round.
But then what do they do?
Good question.
Just
Why does Leonardo have 2 swords? He never cuts off anyone's arm. Just saying.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Aaron's blowing my mind right
Damn.
now.
They're round?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a side. Dude.
I feel. I mean, that is like. Make them sharp.
Aaron, are you talking about the thing you get in your eye? So you got a sai in your eye, dude.
I think
About
that's
that?
what you're thinking.
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
dude.
You're thinking of this, dude.
Yeah, you're not thinking of like
You're not
the
thinking
Japanese
of-
feudal weapon. You're
Yeah.
thinking about the eye infection. I make that mistake as well.
Dude, okay, so this, Jason,
Yeah.
I want to take us to our first segment here
Okay, yeah.
of the day. Okay,
Yeah, for sure.
This segment is called "Help Hurt Bone."
Oh,
I think you can probably guess how this game works.
yes.
It's like kill, marry, fuck,
Nice.
except
Help hurt.
with a little historical twist.
Ooh.
I'm gonna throw out 3 names from history, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you will choose, and you can break it down however you're thinking, who you want to help.
Mm-hmm.
You know, achieve their goal or whatever their historical conquest may have been, who you'd like to hurt. Maybe they're a bad person. You want
Oh.
to stop them.
Yeah.
And then bone.
Ooh. Yeah.
And in this context, it would be you guys would have gone out for a nice seafood dinner.
Oh.
You, with your musical and charm, would have wooed this person.
Yeah.
And you would have consensual, you would get pegged.
I
with
would.
a sigh.
Oh.
Yes.
Well,
That's
at least
how
it's
the
not
boning would
sharp.
happen. Yeah. Okay.
A sai is a weapon best used at Benihana.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
That is true.
Crack an egg on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Aaron.
Spin it.
Aaron, not Aaron. Jason, geez.
Yeah,
Louise.
no problem.
Funny enough, I said Aaron because the first name I'm throwing out here is Aaron. Would you rather help, hurt, or bone? Aaron Burr,
Mm-hmm.
Gandhi, Alexander the Great.
Whew, man. Well, Aaron Burr, he
dueled Hamilton. He died.
no,
No, he
I
didn't
thought
die.
he killed.
Oh, he
killed
killed
him,
Hamilton. Guys, here on History, we're going to do everything correct. Everything. You would have thought I saw the play. Yes. He
Yes.
kills Hamilton.
Okay, I would.
So you could save Hamilton's life, Jason.
I could. Okay. Well then. Okay. Well, obviously, then I would.
You don't have to, though.
Right.
Burr was
Well, you know what the
a
interesting thing about
Lothario.
that is? Like, if I save Hamilton's life, what are the timeline ramifications?
There's
of
a
that?
butterfly effect.
There's a
This is
butterfly effect.
Correct.
You would probably have a king at that point.
Oh, you
Do you
really?
think so?
Hamilton wanted a king.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we were better off without him.
I did not know that. Okay. Well then. Okay. Let me move.
This is new
I'll get back
information.
to Burr, but I'll tell you this.
Also, don't you want to help Gandhi?
I'm gonna help Gandhi.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think that's the right answer.
Help
I was
Gandhi.
trying to cancel you.
For one, because he was assassinated. Wasn't Gandhi assassinated?
I believe he was.
He was like assassinated. So I would like try to stop that from happening, and then like, because then he probably would have lived. Like he was killed in like what, the 40s.
That sounds right. The 1940s or something
like that.
Yep.
So if I got him to live a little bit longer, he could have gone on like a cool tour of America, and like could have partied with like Martin Luther King, and like who knows what kind of awesome like peace fests we could have had, you know. So I'm definitely helping Gandhi.
I think so too. I think you're absolutely right. He was assassinated on January 30th, 1948,
Dang.
in the Birla House, New Delhi, India.
How did he like shot
Let's see
or like
here.
stabbed?
At 78 years old, man. Just wait a while.
Damn, he was
Shot.
78.
He was shot.
Dang. That's probably one of the oldest assassinations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not really cut down in your prime at
No.
78.
No.
Unless it's like, I didn't really, when I really hit
Something
my
to
peak?
take into consideration here,
Yeah.
Jason. You could go back to helping Aaron Burr now because he's so old. Would Gandhi have done? No. he
Yeah,
wouldn't.
no, yeah. No,
I
because but then
think
it's a
you
king thing, right?
You're
With
right.
the- with the-
I think you help Gandhi. That's
Oh,
a good call.
right.
I like where your head's at.
shit, but you're right, because that goes against my theory of like he's going to be partying in the USA because he'll be in his 80s.
Mm-hmm.
But he could be like an Al Pacino 80s.
I think you're right. Getting women pregnant.
Yeah, for
I think
sure.
I think he's a vivacious guy. I think you're absolutely
Still
right.
fun.
He probably had a very healthy diet.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yogurt.
He's probably one of the first vegans, probably.
I think you're right.
I'm
He
assuming.
probably made it cool.
I would bone
Mm-hmm.
Alexander the Great.
I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
I think you made the right choice here,
Now, am I basing this off the Oliver Stone film Alexander with Colin Farrell?
which is a known piece of shit.
It's just it's terrible. It's terrible.
Unwatchable.
But apparently Alexander, like, also like he is he a member of the 27 Club? Did he die?
Oh, he could have died at 27.
And
Let
if
me
he
look.
did,
Let me
that
look.
means he's like the first member,
And
right?
also, you chose properly to bone a Greek because Greeks
Oh, yeah.
would bone men. They say he
Yeah.
boned his favorite general. He died famously
really?
after his favorite general and lover died.
Oh,
Like very quickly after he died, probably of like consumption or
oh man.
gout or liver
It was
poisoning or whatever.
like a Johnny and June Carter Cash kind of situation.
Totally, 1,000%.
Yeah.
32 years old.
32.
32 is good for the ancient world.
Not bad.
You make it to 32, you're pretty good.
Like adjusted for inflation, that's like 65.
Big time. You're 78, you're Gandhi.
You're basically Gandhi
You're
at that
Gandhi.
point.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, so I definitely. Yeah. Okay. So.
I think you'd have the most pleasurable sex with Alexander the
Oh,
Great, if
yeah.
I want to say so.
because he also like he saw the entire ancient world. Who knew what he picked up from the Egyptians?
Bro, he also went to India. Kama Sutra much?
Come on.
Mhm.
Come on. What are we doing here?
He picked up all new sorts of positions.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's the move. And
Yeah.
so then you are then going to.
I'd have to hurt Aaron Burr.
This is fully benevolent because then you're going to save a life, bro.
I'm saving a life.
Or
Oh
you
wait.
could just hurt him in a different way and not save a life. You could just like
Yeah.
put eye drops in his, travel back and put eye drops in his coffee and give him.
Oh,
you
like
know,
give him like
bad-
massive shits.
Yeah.
Can I do that?
You can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That
I'll
works.
do that. I'll do that. Man, I totally forgot about that. That was like a big prank in like the late 2010s.
I learned
right?
about it
Remember that?
from Wedding Crashers. Is where I learned
Never
about
mind,
that.
that's what it was.
So early
Yeah.
aughts.
Early aughts. Early
So, yeah,
aughts.
early
high
aughts.
school.
Yeah. That's when I learned about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I would do that. So then after he like kills,
Maybe he misses, or,
Yeah.
like
because he should like after he kills Hamilton, he might feel good, but then he'll feel shame. Hopefully, if he like shits himself in front of his
Correct.
followers and stuff, and then he kind of just fades into obscurity.
he's not gonna be too high up on his horse.
no. he
Also
can't-
hilarious that
Yeah.
he challenged him to a duel, which was legal, which is great
Yeah.
because basically what happens today. Like they were insulting each other in the newspaper. Like Hamilton defaced him or like said something bad about him in the newspaper, and of course they were like political rivals.
Right.
And then he lost like a gubernatorial election, and then he's like, "Fuck you, dude! You made me lose. Apologize." And then Hamilton did apologize, but not good enough.
What?
So then he killed him.
He apologized and he still.
He wasn't good enough of an
Well,
apology.
Oh, get out.
And Hamilton's apology was probably like,
it was a lot of personal shit. Like,
Really?
yeah,
Because he was like, I think Burr was married to an older woman. Like,
which is cool.
Oh, and Hamilton was like, "Oh, you're banging a grandma or something."
yeah, even though Hamilton like went after some guy's wife.
yeah, dude.
Oh.
What's her name? The Schuyler sisters, dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know that from the fucking play.
Now, is it true? Maybe I'm misremembering this, but didn't like Burr convince Hamilton not to do a duel like earlier on, or something like that?
Somebody did, or no, it was
Or
Hamilton's son.
Or Hamilton's son was like,
He died in a
Yes.
duel, I think.
like
he died in a duel as well.
he-
Tragic.
oh shit,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, he died in a duel as well.
Damn.
You
When
can't be
did duels
dueling.
go away?
Dude, I think I did an episode on duels
Oh,
a
you
while
did?
back, and I think that's like around when it went away. They like never were a thing, and then they became popular. I forget why they became so popular. Honor, and then just efficiency. It was like a way. Yeah, it was just. Yeah, I should. You know what? I think I did that on my Patreon back in the day, which I haven't contributed to. That's a great episode.
Oh yeah.
You got to come back. and
I'll
do
come
that
back.
episode.
I'd love to.
We got to
yeah.
come back and do dueling, dude.
Oh, dueling it. Hell yeah.
I challenge you to come back.
It was because I used to do this bit. Oh, okay, yeah, I accept. sorry, I'm so sorry. Please, I'll bring my gloves.
Your gauntlet. Wait, but what bit did you do?
Oh, I was like working on this bit a while ago about duels and how like if we brought it back, it would solve a lot of issues for like aggro dudes. They
For
would just kinda,
sure.
like kill each other off, you know. But I was like doing a little research on it. I should just do this for when we do a duel thing. But like there was a bunch of like duel legislation. It was huge in England,
Yes.
apparently.
Yes.
Like in the 1700s.
That sounds right.
To the point that like so many people were doing it that the government's like guys, we gotta like there's a lot of people dying. And I just kept thinking like I wonder if like Big Glove was like no let's keep the duels.
Yeah, exactly. Like whoever like the body cleanup business
Like,
was.
who's
or, like,
making, you know.
Yes. Whoever had the arenas, like selling the tickets.
Like follow the money, man.
I mean, dude, it makes perfect sense. Like
Yeah.
hangings and public executions, like that was talent entertainment.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So then what's even better? A duel.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes perfect sense that it just organically became a thing. Like you're solving something somewhat efficiently. Like someone is
Yeah.
justice is being served, honor is being served, and the mob is being fed their entertainment. It's sort of
Yeah.
perfect. I think it's time to come back.
I think we should bring
I think
it
we
back.
gotta bring it back.
For sure.
Now the duel is just the people's court.
I know.
You
Yeah.
didn't.
Okay, Jason. This takes us
Yes.
to our very next segment.
Gotcha.
You grew up in Santa Monica in the Palisades,
Yeah.
and rare is the occasion in Los Angeles you meet someone from Los Angeles.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
happy to have you.
Yeah, of course.
True Angelino.
True Angelina, yeah.
And we're going to find out if you are because this is
Oh
called
shit.
Hometown History. It's a pop quiz. Get ready.
Oh damn it.
I've got a couple questions
Okay.
for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Don't look over here because you might be able to see
All
the
right.
answers
All right.
if your eyes are good enough.
I don't want to test it.
I'm going to hit you exactly squinting. The cameras will catch you squinting.
Okay.
I'm just going to hit you with some quizzes. There's no prize
Okay.
other than just seeing if maybe you're a Russian spy. Maybe you're a Russian
I
spy.
mean, yes.
So this is all trivia based in and around Santa Monica and the Palisades.
You got it.
Okay. First quiz should be a layup.
All right.
First question should be a layup. When was the Santa Monica Pier built? I want year. You don't need to give me exact day, although I do have the exact day of when it was opened. And of course, it was a process leading up. So I should rephrase this question.
You said this was a
When
layup.
was this? When was I know this is there's no layup. in
Okay,
here.
all right.
When was the Santa Monica Pier first open for public use?
First
And
open for
you can ask Aaron for a little help if you need, because Aaron's a beast, and, and he has Google.
Okay. All right. All right. So that definitely helps. Okay. So I'm just gonna talk it through a little bit. I used to go to an IHOP in Santa Monica, and they had pictures of the Santa Monica Pier being built.
Right.
And I believe I want to say, was the decade the 1920s?
So it was slightly before the 1920s.
Ah, the teens.
Slightly before. No. I should
Oh.
say. Oh, you said 20s. No, it's before the 20s. It's after the turn of the century, but before the 1920s.
Okay, I'm gonna say like 1906.
Bro, you're close. 1909.
Ah.
1909.
Dang.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So Santa Monica, a lot of people don't know, has an airport.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much, I don't even know who the hell flies in and out of there. Just private jets. It's all PJs or what?
Yeah, some PJs. Actually, my dad was a pilot, and
Whoa.
I flew out of there.
Really?
Yeah. Back in the 90s, I mean, he's a doctor, but he had like a mini plane at the time, and we flew out of there. And
That's
it was pretty
awesome.
Fun. Yeah. And they
Like
had,
a Cessna? Like
a
what is
Cessna.
a Cessna?
Yeah. It was like a blue plane, is what I remember, because I was like 5. That's I was just like, yeah, it's one of the blue ones.
Your dad was a Blue Angel?
Yeah, it was a Blue Angel, kind of, pretty much.
Your dad's a doctor, pilot, and Blue Angel?
Exactly.
Your dad's
Yeah.
the man.
Triple threat, dude. They also have like a little like airport museum there.
Yes, I
too.
want to go there.
And a
But wait,
restaurant.
what's the question?
Oh, the question is, so the first around-the-world flight took off from Santa Monica Airport. Fun fact.
Really?
Yep. In what year?
Damn it. Okay.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
Okay. Yeah.
You were thinking the proper decade when you first guessed
Prior.
about the pier.
So it was the 20s.
That's your hint.
Okay.
That's your hint.
Around the world. Okay. I'm gonna guess like Okay. Shit. 1925.
Bro, you were so close. 1924.
Oh.
25 was the right guess though, because it would make sense if I was like, we're celebrating the 100th anniversary.
Yeah. Oh shit. Right. Yeah.
But nothing I do is logical.
Sure. No. You're a man of chaos.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another
So.
person who famously flies out of Santa Monica, Harrison Ford.
Oh.
That's when he crashed on the golf course.
He's crashed multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, it's probably his earring. He wears the one earring. That's like he
Yeah.
puts that in when he's like, I'm not acting. If that's out, he's acting.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
his method.
So the Palisades comes from a Latin word meaning what? And this is because, here's a hint for you. Early settlers saw and now tragically, these giant there's a lot of coastal forestry there. These
Right.
large trees shooting straight up on the coastal cliffs. They thought these giant wooden trunks of trees resembled a word, something.
Okay.
Um,
They probably represented like giant coastal trees going up like spears.
Bro, great. So I'm gonna award you a correct answer on that.
Yes.
Because it's steaks and spears and
Steaks?
steaks. I'm pretty much sure. I'm
Oh,
pretty
they're
sure they
like-
don't mean ribeyes.
No.
So you will be awarded a point.
Hell yeah.
So I do believe you are from the Palisades. But
I am.
but we have a few more questions here that I want to just have fun.
Yeah. Go for it.
The Pacific Wheel at Santa Monica in Pacific Park, that's the pier, I guess it's called
yeah.
Pacific Park, is the only Ferris wheel in the world powered by this type of power.
This type, like what, like kinetic energy or something?
Yeah. What type of so gas, natural gas,
electric, and then there's
come on, think. This one's more of a think in the future.
maybe.
Maybe here's your hint.
Oh.
Look up.
It's like wind power, like turbine. No, fuck, you said look up.
Solar.
Shit, way up.
Yeah. Look way. Yeah. Keep tilting. Keep looking.
Keep going.
Looking.
Yeah. Solar. I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
Damn. Wait, it's always been like, or like
No,
now?
I think now.
Now,
I think
right,
They switched it
yeah,
over. Kind of
yeah.
tricky, kind of lame. That was honestly from an article where the city of Santa Monica was bragging about how carbon neutral they are.
Oh, all right.
So I found that in there.
Great.
Last question before we move on to our
Solar.
historical share for the day. This
Yeah.
is a good transition because it's about nature.
Yeah.
There are actually wild varietals of parrots
Yeah.
in the Palisades. Do you know how many different breeds?
I only thought, because I saw them growing up, the green ones.
The green ones, yeah, they fly over. My day job's in Beverly Hills. They
No, no
fly over
way,
to Beverly
really?
Hills. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's amazing. Like, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
believe there's
incredible.
actually parrots
Yeah.
in Southern California. Like, go to the rainforest.
And I heard a rumor, I don't know if this is true or not, but that like somebody bought parrots like in the 50s
This is
and
what I
they
heard as
got
well.
out and then they just banged a bunch.
Yes. And they thrived.
And they thrived. Yeah. Kind of like, in Catalina about like the wild boars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, the bison.
Oh, is it bison?
Maybe it's boars as well. You're talking. Oh, the buffalo. There's buffalo that they brought there for filming.
Yeah.
And then the buffaloes, they left there and just boned.
A
And
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard they had like wild boar that they brought there too, also for filming.
Makes sense. Why would boars even be out there?
They wouldn't.
Are there snakes in Catalina?
I would think so.
Yeah, maybe,
But
maybe
like,
they got
yeah,
there.
but I don't know if they brought them there for the movie because like, although maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe it was like just a deserted island and they just brought a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And they were like, we'll make our own,
Dude,
and then leave.
you were educated in California. Did they ever make you read that book, Island of the Blue Dolphin by Scott Odell?
Yeah. Oh
That
my
book
God.
bummed me out.
I remember that 4th grade.
Yeah,
dude.
4th grade, bro.
Yeah.
That book bummed me out because she got so lonely over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I haven't thought about that in like 20 years.
Yeah, bro. The missionaries go there, then they
Yeah.
leave, and they like go back to Santa Barbara,
Yeah.
where you went to
I did.
college.
UCSB Gauchos, man.
Heaven, bro.
Yeah. Flotopia.
Flotopia. Yeah. Didn't they like cancel it because like
They did.
Yeah.
Because it was an environmental catastrophe. And I was there the last year they did it.
Yes, you. I remember because my buddies, I like
Yeah.
missed it because we're like the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It was such a big party. It was bad for the ecosystem.
Yeah, that's how much like we raged.
That's so
Also,
sick.
you just can't have that much plastic in the ocean
No,
at
it's,
once.
it was a good call.
It really was actually because like
Yeah.
it was a lot. It was
Yeah.
just a garbage heap really. It was a microcosm of the giant plastic. You hear about that? Like in the ocean, there's like
there's like a floating thing out there, right?
Yeah.
That's just
yeah. So we did that first.
Yeah, that was Santa Barbara. Put that on
That was
the map,
Santa Barbara, dude.
What up?
Gauchos, bro.
What up?
Hell yeah, dog.
Fucking beard eye and the floating thing.
Hell yeah, dude. Natty light for days. Days.
Okay, how many varietals do you think of birds there are? Just real
Oh
quick.
right. Okay. See, I only thought there was one, but I'm gonna say like 7.
12.
Fuck. 12.
That's what they said. I know. I'm surprised. by
Damn.
that.
Now I'm starting to
That's
think
too many.
that is too many.
What I'm like, what constitutes a different breed? I'm like, is that how many different families of birds there are there? I'm like, there
Yeah.
can't be
Wait.
that
What is
many.
it? Because what is it like? Genus, family, species.
Yeah.
Wait, fuck.
Order,
Is that
kingdom,
right?
phylum.
Right.
Yeah, genus, species, breed. So yeah, it's like the same species
Yeah.
then breed.
Okay.
So they're like dogs is what is a good thing. Like okay,
Wait. Does that mean? So I'm now thinking like, was the original like what I heard about the parrots getting out and banging?
I heard that too though.
Is that true?
Maybe that's just one that was added.
Maybe that was one that was added. Yeah.
could be.
That could be. Yeah.
I'm just surprised there's even parrots here.
Yeah.
Also, if the parrots are mocking the residents of the Palisades, they'd be like, I have a recording session, but I have.
Oh yeah, easily. Easily.
Meet me over at Erewhon.
Yeah, you can't park here.
Erewhon? Yeah, no parking.
Can't park here. Yeah. It's a loading zone. It's only good after 7.
All right,
It's
Jason,
those kind of parrots. Yeah, sorry.
I want you to take the reins here for a little bit.
Hey, anytime.
You are doing us a great honor
Hey.
by coming here today and sharing a story that is near and dear to your wife.
Yes. Yeah, but so my wife is Australian, and I'm wearing my Australia T-shirt
Legit.
that I just I
sick.
got the last time I was down there, and this is actually it's near and dear to my wife's heart too because she is somehow related to this. It's about the Great Emu War
Okay.
in Australia, which is one of the only times humans lost to animals.
I love this.
Yeah. And she has her own emu story.
I'm
where-
glad the animals won.
They did. And they
Good.
won like pretty by a lot. It was, man, I brought my outline here. I got
Love
some,
this.
I
Let's
got
go,
some amazing,
baby.
I'll just go into it and I'll tell
Yeah.
my wife's emu story in a bit. But so, following World War I,
Okay.
right, they gave all the discharged veterans like huge swaths of land in Western Australia where they hadn't had farms before, right, to cultivate wheat and shit. And then around 1929, depression hits, and the Australian government is like, you guys got to be like growing way more wheat. You got to like pump the numbers up, you know? And like the farmers like, yeah, we can do that, no problem. And then they did, and they're like, so you're going to subsidize us? And they were like, no. Totally screwed, right? But because of that, then there's a drought that hits in 1932.
Bro.
And you have all these areas that never had farms before. So now has all this wheat. A drought hits, forcing 20,000 emus out of their like usual hangout and into Western Australia. These emus show up and are just like, oh my god, like buffet for days, just everywhere.
This is amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go first into what an emu is in case someone
Oh
doesn't know.
right, yeah.
An emu is an evil, gigantic bird.
It's huge.
It's 6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks like an ostrich.
It looks like an ostrich. It's also incredibly fast.
Yes.
They can go up to 50 miles an hour. First of all, also their skin is super dense and tough. That if you shoot at it, depending on the caliber of bullet, it won't penetrate.
This is amazing.
It's
dude.
insane.
These things are made, dude. If you had like dudes with spears and shields face like 20,000 humans with spears and shields versus 20,000 emus. Like the emus win.
No, it's a bloodbath. It's an absolute bloodbath.
They don't fly.
They don't fly.
No need.
No need.
Yeah.
No need, dude. No need.
We'll be staying right here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be right here. Why don't you come over here? Why don't you come to me?
Okay, I just want
Have you
context.
seen their feet too?
Oh, dude, they're razor sharp.
They're razor sharp, and like they're the biggest proof of like that's a dinosaur.
They're basically dinosaurs.
They're basically dinosaurs. Yeah,
They smoke cigarettes.
they do. They have made, that's most of them die that way.
That's the leading.
You ever
cause
see like
of death.
like a fucking emu going like, "I wish I could stop."
it's
It's
giant,
huge,
long.
Nick. It's huge. Yeah,
There's a big movement to switch them over to Zins.
Yeah, dude, they're trying to get on Zins.
they're trying to get on Zins.
And they get DUIs, just running around. They just get hammered and run.
Yeah, they're like,
Fucking
well,
technically
what's
a
the
DUI.
officer problem? What's going on? What's going on? It would be a DUI.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just wanted context for how terrifying
They're-
of a species this is.
Yeah, they're very, very scary. I mean, they're vegetarians, but you know,
Yeah, vegetarians are scary. You ever
They are.
made one mad?
yeah, no, they'll cut your head off.
Mm-hmm.
So, 20,000 emus, they show up, right?
Yes.
And a single emu can eat several kilos of crops a day. So now you're having tens of thousands of them just decimating most of the Australian wheat supply, right? Yeah. So then, like, a bunch of the people there are like, "Ah, man, we're getting screwed. We don't have any crops. We got to go to the Australian government and like we need backup, right?" So they go there. They go to the Minister of Defense, Sir George Pierce, and George Pierce is like, "You know what can stop an emu? Machine guns."
I like this guy.
Yeah, George Pierce is like,
This guy's great.
yeah, it's just like, fuck these birds. We'll just blast them out. So they get these like giant machine guns. And at the time, machine guns, like this is like 1932, were like relatively new technology.
Yes. Like they just used, like they created no man's land in World War One. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're figuring out strategically how to use these puppies. They overheat.
Yeah, they overheat, that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. And it wasn't like they could just give it to the farmers and be like, take care of it.
You got to know how to use this.
Yeah, so they get like a corporal. They get, oh yeah, this is amazing. So the war, it's under the command of, and I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Major Gwynedd Purvis Wyn Aubrey. Do you think like it's
Oh my-
spelled
yeah.
GWYNYDD and then space Purvis Purves and then it goes on for another paragraph. This guy's name. So it's under his.
Too many names, not enough vowels.
I don't think we'll ever know. Scientists never know how to say that.
Correct. Yeah,
What is
that's yeah. That's
like
a
a
subspecies of parrot.
That's
dude, in the Palisades.
that's the parrot that tells you can't park here anymore.
exactly, dude.
Yeah. So Major Gwynedd Purvis Wyn Aubrey, he puts this guy Meredith in charge of the Royal Australian Artillery, 7th Heavy Artillery.
They have artillery. They
have
have
artillery.
machine guns.
They show up in their like their Humvees, right?
It's amazing.
To be fair, I was talking to my wife about this, and she's like, "Okay, we lost the war, but it wasn't like we had like thousands of guys," and that's true. Technically, it was 20,000 emus for the first battle versus 3 dudes. So like
With artillery
with
and guns.
machine gun,
Yeah,
dude,
okay,
come on.
okay.
Not to mention thumbs. I know, like us humans
Yes.
are always like, "What about the thumbs, dude?"
Yeah, and brain, like
The
more
brain. Oh,
brain
right, the
power.
brain, the
Yeah, we
brain.
got brains. Yeah, okay.
Good point. That's
Coffee.
like coffee. The emus didn't have
They
coffee.
didn't have that shit. They didn't have energy.
They had menthols, but they didn't have anything else. So the Meredith. It's Meredith. Gwynedd Purvis Aubrey hires
Major
Meredith.
pervert.
Major pervert hires Meredith, right? And he shows up with the soldiers, Sergeant McMurray and this guy Gunner J. O'Halloran.
This guy's got sleeveless thing. He's got a tattoo. This guy.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
And they show up with, at the time, the machine guns are called Lewis guns,
Cool.
and they are 10,000 rounds of ammunition. Now, the first attempt to stop them,
I love that you mentioned there's battles.
there's battles,
This is incredible.
and like spoiler alert, the Australians lost like every one of them.
This is incredible.
Technically.
Grounds being won and lost. This is amazing.
Yeah. So this is in the second half of 1932, November 2nd. They go to Campion, and they try to ambush.
Sneak up on these.
They
fuckers,
sneak up on
dude.
it, but here's the problem, man. Apparently, according to one of the observers, on the 4th day of the campaign, he said, quote, this is a quote, "Each pack seems to have its own leader now. A big black plumed bird, which stands fully at 6 feet, 1.8 meters, they're different things in there, 6 feet high, and keeps watch while his mates carry out their work of destruction and warn them of our approach." So they weren't.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I'm picturing this guy journaling by himself at like candlelight.
Oh, yeah.
Just terrified of what happened the day
Horrified.
before. Dude, what does he say? This alphabet.
Yeah, he says, like, each one has its own leader. And the leader, he's a lookout and says, all right. And also, like, he tells his mates, come on, guys, carry out the work of destruction.
Exactly, dude.
He has to stop journaling because his hand is shaking.
Yeah.
He's got that foot, that like what Tom Hanks in like Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, dude.
I was a teacher. Yeah. So then get this. So then lose the first battle. Second battle, they're like, screw it. We're gonna put these guns on the car. We're gonna mount them. And I think at the
Amazing.
time, like, they hadn't really done that before. They're like, this will be awesome. We'll just like go and just plow them. Here's the problem. The cars weren't as fast as the emus at the time. They couldn't catch up. Plus, you're on this different terrain, and these emus are like, it's like Bane. It's just like, I was born in the dark.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, I was born in the outback. You guys just adapted to it.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, dude. This guy's journaling about it. He's like, the darkness lives in the eyes of the commander.
Yeah, at least in the eyes of the commander, there's nothing there.
Bro, that's amazing. So we got
Yeah.
slow-ass cars, overheating Lewis guns, 3 dudes, and then smart, intelligent leader birds.
Yeah, that led their each battalion, which is just like a group of birds.
Yes.
Right.
Amazing.
Then by November 8th, this is like 6 days after. Remember, there was 20,000 that they had to get rid of.
So many.
And they killed 50. 50.
That makes me happy, dude. I was feeling bad for these like just wild animals.
Oh yeah.
But they only got 50 of them.
They only got 50 of them.
Amazing.
And my favorite quote. So the observer we were talking about, he's writing that down. But
Love
then
this guy.
Meredith, that was the guy that was in charge. He noted, he's like, we suffered no casualties except for our dignity.
Oh, this is great.
Literal quote, except for our dignity.
Oh man. I mean, they were just thrown in, you figure they were thrown to the emus here.
Thrown
like,
to the emus. Oh,
you
I wish it were wolves. It'd be easier.
Yeah, it would have been easier. Yeah, you're not going to take out these emus.
No way.
They've been there for thousands of years.
Thousands of years. You can't fight them.
No.
No. And then
Dude, that's hilarious.
so because there was they were screwed even before they set foot, because this is according to another observer there. The machine gunner's dream of point-blank fire into serious masses of emus was soon dissipated. This is an exact quote. Oh, this is from Meredith, same guy. He says, the Emu Command had evidently ordered guerrilla tactics, and its unwieldy army soon split up into innumerable small units that made use of the military equipment uneconomic. A crestfallen field force therefore withdrew from the combat area after about a month. So they withdrew. And the other thing he said was, and this is where it's like a little like, he compared the emus to the Zulus. Because it was a different time.
Yes, different.
But
yes,
he said, Meredith said, if we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world. They can face machine guns with the invulnerability of tanks. They are like Zulus, whom even dum-dum bullets could not stop.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Actually, without the Zulu line, that would have been a totally fine.
It would have been amazing.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's just
It
the
would have
last
been
one.
great. Yeah. He just had to put that in there.
You just had to be like, by the way, this is the 30s. We're still pretty.
Yeah, he had to like
rough.
just bring up another defeat that they had. Like, we've lost before. I just love him being like
Yeah.
the Emu Command.
Yeah.
Like him really leaning into like this being he's like, don't forget this is a military campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the army. He should have just been like, we can't kill these fucking things, man.
Yeah. No.
They don't stop running.
I think he's putting a little too much, giving a little too much credit to the intelligence of these birds.
I think so. Yes.
In the movie, the head emu is played by Kenneth Branagh.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, it was like Dunkirk or something.
Yeah, man, dude.
Yeah.
He's like really, we went into emus. They're doing advanced calculus on the wall, in the dirt. They're not just eating the wheat.
Yeah.
It's art for them.
It's an art form. It is a sin. Like they're entering emu Valhalla.
You should have just made shit up. They have
Yeah.
aerial. They're now in aerial combat. They're flying in
They're
jets.
flying now. We didn't even know they could fly.
Yeah.
Somebody's supplying them with an unbelievable amount.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Artillery. Because really, exactly. He should have just been like, anyway, these birds are super hard to kill, guys. As opposed to being like, no. We've encountered a highly intelligent civilization.
Exactly.
So they withdrew. And then, like, the farmers were all like, it's gotten worse now.
Now they're
Guys,
mad.
They're mad, and they're, like, just destroying these crops, right?
Oh, man.
So then, but we've only gone into the first attempt.
This is incredible.
Yeah. So then the second attempt, they get in there, and then the same thing happens. Sorry. But except for this time, a bunch of trucks crashed.
But these guys are now probably drunk and hitting each other.
Yeah, well,
they're so crestfallen.
They were super crestfallen. They go back. They go back to the Australian government, and they were like, "Guys, we really need help." And at this point, also word got out that Australia lost to these birds, and like it's a huge PR fiasco.
Of course, this is
It
great.
does not look good.
Our army's so weak.
Our army's weak.
Our
we
leaders
lost.
are weak.
Yeah, and they're like, all right. You know what? We're gonna go back, and we're gonna kill these goddamn birds. We're gonna send you more troops, more cars. And still the same problem. The emus are able to disperse really well. Also, I forgot to mention that this is according to Meredith and the Australians, that the emu plumage is like excellent camouflage.
Really?
So they are like, because they kept trying to do ambush attacks on these birds.
You gotta get them in the open field. Get them in the wheat fields.
Exactly. Where were you, man?
Yeah, bro. I should have
been
been down there.
Yeah.
Lure them to the farm. You know what I
Lure
mean?
them to the farm.
Nah,
Exactly.
Nah, dude.
No?
You get more
No.
emus with wheat. Everyone
That
knows
wheat's
that.
high. It's like
Oh,
the
really?
Lost World and the Velociraptors, man.
Oh, it's that one. It's that one scene,
Oh.
Yeah, you just see them.
bro.
Oh
Okay, so
my
you can't
God.
see these things.
No.
What a
No.
disaster.
It's like Predator.
Yeah, they're predators.
They're like Predator. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This would be a good movie for the Sci-Fi Channel to do, like
Oh.
a Sharknado style budget with this.
Yeah. Like emu cane, like a
Yeah,
hurricane.
emo
of
cane would
emus,
be
you know what I mean?
amazing.
Something like that, right? So the way they actually eventually solved it, I mean, the short story is pretty fun. The short story is they built a fence. That's the short version. That is because I read like a bunch of these articles, and like that is the short version. They got a fence.
Dude, hilarious of them just to be like, we're gonna kill him. Let's go in there, grand assault, flank him, pinch him, and
Yeah,
let's build probably a fence.
like a fence probably.
Probably that stuff that's been around for a long time.
Yeah, like
to
since
keep things
people-
out. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're gonna build a wall. It's gonna keep the emus out.
Yeah, exactly.
It actually
They
works.
needed
though.
a Donald Trump
They
back
needed
then.
a Trump going like, we got it, we need a fence.
Look, they're not supposed to be here. You know, you get them out.
I'm not saying all the emus, but some of them, they come from mental institutions.
Yeah, exactly. Some of them are criminals. Not all of them are bad, but some of
Not
these
all of
emus
them.
are criminals.
That's the short story as they built the fence. But before that, and they didn't build the fence, by the way, until like the 60s. So they had this emu problem.
For 25 years.
Yeah. It was a while. Plus they were like, they didn't even get to the fence idea till the 60s, because before that they were like, I think we just need more guns. And what they did was they set up a bounty system. So it's
No
like, if
way.
you kill an emu, we'll give you money. And at that point, then a lot of the farmers started killing the emus, and they had like 50,000 bounties. But the emus kept like multiplying. And
This
they
is
were like, this is
amazing.
not working. And then it wasn't until the 60s that somebody was like, I bet like a fence. Totally
Yeah,
solved,
bro. Let's
solved
just
it,
put a
dude.
fence in. Dude, that's amazing. You know, this
Yeah.
story makes me like emus.
Yeah.
Originally, I didn't like emus. There's the one emu farm we were talking about.
Oh, in
up
San-
by
Solvang.
Solvang.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, what they do there, you saw this probably, that you can have an emu burger. It's a weird thing where it's like, hey, let me go look at the emu, and then
That's
also
weird.
after this,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the menu, there's like emu burgers and tacos. I'm like, no.
No way. Because also emus, like, they have very expressive eyes.
Yeah, they seem like, evil.
Yeah.
They have
What?
evil eyes.
Some of them have evil eyes. Some of them, maybe I'm just like projecting.
I'm projecting it.
But some of them have like really long eyelashes, and I'd like to think they're lady emus.
Oh, that's nice.
They have like super long eyelashes, and they were like just looking at me like this, and I was like, nah, I'm good on the burger.
Yes, totally.
Come
That
on.
commander's like, I saw the sexiest emu today.
Yeah. I slept with the enemy. That's not-
I betrayed my country. I'm crestfallen.
I'll have Chris fallen for this emu. It's cold. You have no idea what deep throat is like with a 4 foot. It's mostly throat, by the way.
Don't knock it till you try it, mate.
Come
it's
on now.
amazing.
This is my wife.
Okay, speaking of your wife, what's your wife's emu
Oh,
story?
this is great, and it. So actually, her.
Here's their.
Oh yeah.
You know, it looks kind of friendly.
See, it does.
Aaron, can you pull up an ostrich, compare, and we can compare? Ostrich
Sure.
maybe is
I'd
more
like
evil.
the ostriches always looks pissed off to me.
Also, it's a thin neck. You can't hit that target.
No.
Thin legs, and then a little round. It's kind of the most difficult thing to hit
It's
with a
super-
machine gun.
Oh, that was the other thing. They thought they were totally impenetrable to bullets because of the thick skin. But I heard it's because they were so good at zigzagging. You'd get like side shots.
It would hit their feathers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit like that. Like, because I think if you actually just, not to be mean, but
Like
if you
if you-
shot one in the head, it would die.
Yeah, you just walk up to it and just shoot it in the head.
Yeah.
But you ain't just walking up to an emu.
No, you can't. No way.
No, it will hit you with its leg. It'll razor you in the neck.
No. If you see one, it already knows you're there.
If
what I mean?
you see it, it's seeing you. Karen. You're
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah, you're
Clever
screwed.
girl.
Yeah, exactly. It's that
Clever girl.
clever. Run. What? Run.
Yeah, run. Oh yeah, my wife's emu story. So
Yeah.
this is actually, and it ties into the whole history of it. There we go.
I like the emu more.
Ostrich
Yeah.
on the right.
I would never get deep throat from an ostrich.
No, that-
Yes, from an emu.
Yes, look, I'm not attracted to birds, but
Yeah.
that is way more attractive of a bird, the emu, than the ostrich.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
No, yeah. The
And the emu also more predatorial. Eyes more toward the front. Ostrich on the side.
yeah.
And an ostrich, famously, if it would have been them, they would have just put their head in the sand and we would have taken them out.
Oh yeah, you would. Australia would totally win against.
Would
the
have won.
ostrich.
Would have won.
That was the issue.
Okay, so
yeah,
your wife.
her emu story. So her family, like they made money by having farms because her grandfather was given land in Western Australia, actually after World War II.
Whoa.
So not World War I, but for him it was World War II, and they had an emu farm. And so when my wife and her,
He had a farm for emus.
4 emus.
The most successful crop is emu.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, really, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, well, we're just because apparently I was
Can't
like,
beat them, raise them.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then you eat them.
Yeah.
But for them, it was like something about like the emu eggs have like some kind of like oil in it that is like really valuable or something. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, my wife and her cousin, they're 5 years old, right? So they're like, I don't know, like this big. They're like 3.5 feet.
Yeah, however big a
Or like
farm.
a meter. I don't know. what
Yeah,
they do.
1 meter. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 meter. You know, I stand there.
Yeah, step ladder tall.
Yeah, stipulated toll. You know, about 1 Foster's. They actually don't drink Foster's.
1
down there,
Foster's.
apparently.
Really?
Yeah, that's like they're like, Foster's tastes like piss, is what they say.
What?
They drink a thing called Victoria Bitters, VB.
I like bitters. Like it maybe has a hoppiness to
It's
it.
a little bit of hoppy, but it's really good. It's almost like a pale ale a little bit.
Oh yeah, I
it's
would
great.
have that.
Oh yeah, you dig it, man. They call like, we get another VB, and then if you say Foster's, they're like, you're not from here, are you?
Like, get out.
And you're like, oh wait, take it easy. So my wife and her cousin, they're like 1 Foster's big. They walk into the emu pen because they're 5 years old, and they're immediately surrounded by like 40 of them. And these are 6 feet tall, and they're all like looking at them like this, and they're like, they circle my wife and her cousin Bonnie, and they circle them, and they're like completely silent, kind of like a weird like, you know, Children of the Corn kind of situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Yeah, and then my wife and her cousin are like, oh my god, I'm not out. And they're like, and then her uncle jumps into the pen and just goes, "Hey, fuck off, emu cunt!" and they all freaked out and ran away. That's how they. Now that I think about it, they should have just done that in the 30s.
They should have absolutely done that. You fuck off.
You don't need all the bullets.
No.
You just need a
Guns don't solve problems.
no. Yelling does.
Guns don't kill people. Guns don't kill emus. No. People
Wait.
also
no.
don't kill emus.
People also don't kill emus, but
Dude.
fences stop it.
Fences stop them.
Yeah.
And then also don't go in the fence like your wife and cousin.
No. Yeah.
That's terrifying.
it was.
dude.
Yeah. They
All it
still,
would have taken was one emu to be like, I'm gonna kick this kid in the head.
Oh, easily. And there were 30 of them, and if we know anything, apparently they have a fucking commander. to be like, it's like, looks like we're gonna have a good time tonight. Like, oh shit, all right, take it easy.
Dude, that's amazing. Jason,
Yeah.
that's a great story. Thank you
Of course.
for educating us on that and teaching us a lesson that, violence doesn't solve things sometimes.
I will say one other thing.
Yeah.
The emu, though, because of their, this is according to the Australian website that I saw, because of their tenacity and adaptability, and because of the Great Emu War, is now a symbol of Australia.
I love that.
They incorporated them, and it's on the Australian passport.
Are you serious?
Yep, and the Australian coat of arms is an emu and a kangaroo.
That's awesome.
I didn't
Dude,
look up
Australia's
yeah.
awesome.
It's sick. It's sick. They have so many crazy other birds, by the way.
Dude, there's so many crazy things that can
Yeah.
kill you in Australia.
Almost everything. Actually, here's like a weird hypothetical that me and my wife.
I love this.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What would you rather find? Me and my wife got into this discussion we were like at a wedding, and I was very surprised by the other guest's answer. What would you rather find? You go to the bathroom, right? And you have to take a shit.
Yes.
And then you open the toilet to take a shit. What would you rather find in there? A live snake or a gun?
A gun.
Yeah.
A gun.
Yes.
Of course.
Thank you. Now, 50% of the people that I've asked say snake.
What?
Yeah, because they're like, well, how did the gun get there? And I'm like, who gives a shit? You have the gun is not alive and sentient and gonna eat my balls.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Also, it's like I probably won't finish taking a dump unless I really have to go in that stall. Like, I'd rather,
Yeah.
I'd see the gun. I don't even know if I would touch it. I would maybe report it. I'm not going to first of all, I'm not putting my hand in the toilet water.
No.
I'm not doing that.
No, definitely not.
So I would just go to the different stall.
Yeah.
And then say this is a sort of like a mafia Godfather type thing where the
the
guy
guy
who's got his back against the wall has to go assassinate the leader.
Yeah.
That's happening unbeknownst to me.
Yeah, you just happen to go to the wrong stall.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, well, good. Yeah.
Live snake, no chance.
No, so many
I don't
Australians.
even care if it's not poisonous.
Yeah.
Get it away from me.
Yeah, exactly. And then a lot of the Australians I asked were like, "Oh yeah, it's snake." They're like, "Oh, man, that happens though." And I'm like, "Not here."
Yeah, no, not here. Never.
No.
No. That's just maybe that's just
Okay.
cultural.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. Awesome.
All right, this might lead us to maybe some sort of maybe there's an invention that can keep these snakes away. This maybe will be our final segment for the day.
Yeah.
And then we'll get the hell out of here. But
No problem.
this is going to be, Jason, what would you invent to either help? You could either help the future from today, or you could go back, invent it, and then help people back then. There's no wrong answer. Just from my thinking, I'll go first, also because I don't think mine's that great.
Okay.
They say necessity is the mother of invention, right? So I'm thinking a fleshlight, but anal. No, I'm kidding. I would say I'm thinking.
And honestly, that could be in any
Dude,
timeline.
it's just
any
timeline. Just bring it back. It helps humanity.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm thinking, look, everyone wants to get jacked these days.
Sure.
And this is sort of piggybacking on the Uber style method. What about Uber for personal trainers, dude?
Oh, that's like a legitimately good
Just
idea.
a dude who shows up, like it has a truck or his car and just has weights in it. So then right now people, what's their complaint? Oh man, I don't have time to get to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
The gym comes to you with
Damn.
a jacked dude
Nice.
who then trains you. You work out for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it is you can specify in the app.
Call it Duder.
I want to do, Duder. Yeah,
Something
Duder's
like that, maybe. Yeah.
that's a great name
Yeah.
for it. So I would, Duder.
That's a great app idea. Shit. That'd be great.
Boom, mobile gyms.
I was thinking about some invention ideas. I got like a couple. One,
I love this.
I don't have a name for it, and I think this would be great for any time period. But like, you know how like you get when you go to bed, you want like a glass of water there, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So what if you had like a gigantic? You know how hamsters have that giant
Oh, the thing.
Yeah,
And they go up and
it's
they
that.
tongue dart the thing.
tongue dart? It's that, but for us, right next to the bed. And it's just like super cold water, right? And then you never have to get up. You're just like, oh.
That's so funny, dude. That would be. I would get one of those.
Yeah.
My wife would allow me to have that because it would be.
Oh.
It would influence the feng shui of the
Of the
room.
Oh yeah.
But I think in a good way.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
like to have that.
No, yeah. It's water's the source of life.
Exactly. Filtered water. You just go up.
See, my wife, I told
So
her that idea, and she was like, "Why don't you just get a water bottle?" And I was like, No, but this is
Yeah, have you ever had to roll over, lean up on one elbow, twist a water bottle, or say
No.
it's usually a glass of water, you're in your house.
Yeah.
Glass of water, sip it at the side. Some always spills on your shoulder, then on your pillow.
Without a doubt.
It's a disaster. So I think that's a great invention.
Yeah.
I would put, if this was Shark Tank, I'd invest.
Thank you. The other idea I had, well, I have like two half ideas. One of them was an app, and this would just be like, so I like weed, you know.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah. But if you smoke too much, your tolerance goes down.
Mhm.
So I was just thinking of an app that tracks your smoking that lets you know when to not smoke, so that your tolerances are always low, so you can get like way high or more, and you're actually smoking less.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
That's a smart thing to do.
Yeah. No, that I think, yeah.
The technology, the invention would be, how do you detect? Like you'd have to, like, how do you detect? Maybe you show it your eye.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or you tell the app an invention, and then
Yeah.
just based on how ridiculous it is, it goes, "Oh, you're high enough."
Yeah, you're like,
I don't know why I
wait,
gave
you
it an
gotta-
Australian accent, but
Yeah, no, it's one of these. It's like, nah, man, maybe take a break for a little
yeah,
bit. You know?
exactly, dude.
You want to hit it a little hard, dude?
That's how it
Like,
works.
oh shit, all right, yeah.
It's like you told me this 3 minutes ago, dude. Same story.
Yeah.
Exact detail.
I did. Shit.
Shit.
Yeah. Why don't you take Tuesday off? You know what I mean? Just like take it off.
Or how often your DVR queues up Planet Earth is how
Yeah.
it knows. Like, all right, you're chilling.
Yeah.
You're chilling.
It's like, yeah, man, you've seen our oceans like 6 times now. What? Oh shit.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
beautiful. Here's one thing
Oh,
I
you
want
got
to
another
ask
one?
you before we get out
Oh
of here.
yeah, sure.
Technically piggybacking on the same segment.
Yes.
I have no skills. I don't think.
Yeah.
Like, if you went back to let's say
Huh.
200 years ago,
Yeah.
1825.
80-25.
What do you think, with your current knowledge, you
Mhm.
you know everything. You go back. We get put in a time machine right now.
Shit.
You go back to 1825. You're here in Burbank, in Greater Los Angeles.
Mm.
What do you think you could invent or bring back?
Oh.
Like, I would be like, so for me, I'm like, cell phones, bro. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't. I don't know how to make it. I
See,
don't have a circuit. I don't know how. I can't do that. I might be able to be like dental floss. It's all-
That would be
I'd be like, hey guys, let's start
huge.
flossing, and I might get rich from it.
See, that's a good point, because I was about to be like, a refrigerator. I don't know how to build that.
That's what I mean. A refrigerator is a huge invention, but
There's also
exactly how do I
electricity.
do that?
Floss would be great. Oh man, I don't know.
Electricity, I don't know how to harness that.
No, I don't either. Yeah, floss would be floss mainly.
What could I go back and really be like?
Yeah, what could I do?
I couldn't even
that
invent a
I
shoe
know?
or rubber for my shoe. I couldn't even make a shoe.
Well, no. I mean, what I would do though, I mean, this would only benefit musically, is like, because I would bring back a guitar, like, well, because I think they had acoustic guitars back then. Yeah, they definitely did.
Yeah.
But I would do like modern, like more like rock.
I
Like,
love that. You could bring, because you're a musician.
Yeah.
You could bring them some rock and roll, dude.
Rock
you could
and roll.
technically be like the
I'm
biggest
basically-
musician in the world. You'd be the
Yeah.
biggest rock star in the world.
Who knows what Beethoven could have done with that? Because he came like right after. that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would have been like, like that's how
You'd go back and share that. That's why it's good to have an instrument or artistry.
Yeah.
I could bring them my jokes. I could talk about my little weenie and just maybe talk about how small wieners are cool
Yeah. Well, I mean,
in public forums.
also you would have like invented stand up.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
I could have invented
Yeah,
it.
you got skills, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because
Jason.
that would have come before Mark Twain, and then Mark Twain would be like, Strider, probably my biggest influence.
Yeah, dude, I could. Yes, hit him with a few one-liners, and I could all the one-liners that I know I could steal. The
Oh,
good
yeah.
one borrows, the great one steal.
Yeah. Is
Yep.
that Picasso?
I don't know who said that, but
You did.
Yeah,
because
right
you came
now I
to
did.
1825.
that's right. Yeah, I said it exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Jason, thank you for being here.
Oh,
Tell the
thank you.
listeners, and I can share some links like where can we find your stuff, where can we see you next, what's going on.
Oh yeah. You find me on Instagram at Jason Kaye, Kaye comedy, and that has all like the links and stuff. I mean, I'm doing a show tonight, but at the Kookaburra Lounge, which is an Australian thing. And then I got I'm doing a show March 29th in Santa Monica.
Okay.
At the West Side Comedy Theater.
Oh,
It's called
fun
Rock
spot.
and Roll Circus. We got to get you on,
Dude.
Future One Man.
Please.
Yeah. It's gonna be like rock and roll music, and as well as stand up and some character bits and shit.
That sounds friggin' awesome. Dude.
Oh, and then also, I don't know when this is airing, but
This is gonna come out next week.
Oh.
So like the 10th.
oh nice.
Maybe the 10th, 9th,
Well-
10th or 11th.
Well, my band is also doing. You can find this all on my Instagram, but my band's doing a 3-hour set at Sonny McLean's for St. Patrick's Day in Santa Monica.
Badass.
Yeah, just like a bunch of covers doing like Creedence, Zeppelin, Van Halen, all that stuff. And it's just gonna, and also they're having like Irish step dancers that are gonna be like dancing in front of us. It's gonna be.
Oh, you're doing the jig or whatever.
The jig,
it is.
the jig.
Badass.
Pretty crazy, yeah.
Dude, awesome. You got a lot of stuff coming. So
Man.
check out Jason's Instagram. Check out these shows if you're in LA. And, you know, steer clear of emus.
Yeah, you gotta be careful out there.
All right, guys. Stay stoked. We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.
Yeah. Nice. That was